Class is our Pee Wee carts. They are now making their way in. We're going to have 5 entries in this division. All right, we're going to close the gate. We are going to put these drivers on the rail at the trot. What an outstanding class with our Pee Wee drivers. The Wilson entry will be starting our reverse. Miss Oakley Wilson will be starting our reverse. And we're going to come down to the walk, please. Down to the walk. Moving back at the trot, please. All trot on. Our entry for the Wilsons will start the lineup. Miss Oakley coming around will line up. Well, these exhibitors have waited all day for this class. Let's give them a nice round of applause as they come into the lineup. Our first entry for our judge is the entry of Wilson Farms with Miss Oakley Wilson doing the driving. Our next entry, number 191, driven by Oakley Hennard. Oakley is 6 years old. Oakley Wilson, 8 years old. Oakley Hennard, 6 years old. Number 179 is next. That is Mr. Benjamin Pittman. He is 5 years old. Miss Brooklyn Barsh is next, number 181. Brooklyn is 7 years old. Our final entry is number 193. This is Mr. William Pittman. A good job by all of our exhibitors. We're going to be opening the gates and starting with William out to your right. We will see them back in for final placings. Mr. William Pittman making his way out. Brooklyn Barsh making her way out. A little sibling rivalry as Benjamin Pittman makes his way out. Oakley Hennard making her way out. And Miss Oakley Wilson for the Wilson Farms heading out. All right, we have another section with 5 entries. All right, our next set, as I said, these exhibitors have waited all day to be in this class, and now our second section making their way in. Looks like Alora is leading our way in. Raina Yoder is 3 years old. Raina coming in our second position. Casey Scott Sparrow making her way in. Memphis Holler making his way in. One more for this division. And 198 making her way in, Maggie Holler. The gate is closed. On the rail at the trot, please. Alora will be reversing when she gets down to our corner. Alora will be starting our reverse. Entries down to the walk, please. Entries down to the walk. And trot on, please. All trot on. And Alora is going to be leading our lineup as she comes around and goes down to that far end. Alora will be leading our lineup. Our entries all coming into the lineup. Our judge going to review each of these entries again, having a class for our Pee Wee carts. Miss Alora is our first entry to move for the judge. Alora is just 8 years old. Our youngest contestant is now ready for our judges' review. That is the entry with Raina Yoder. Raina is just 3 years old and has the lines in hand. Next, we are welcoming Casey Scott Sparrow. Casey is 7 years old. Our final 2 entries in the lineup for this class, a little sibling rivalry, brother and sister going against each other, our last 2 entries. Entry number 199, Mr. Memphis Holler. Memphis is 7 years old. Memphis parked next to his sister Maggie Holler. Maggie is 9 years old. A nice job by all of our second division. We are going to have a total of 4 heats for this class, a total of 4 heats. We're going to go ahead and open the door, and we're going to start sending out with Miss Maggie. Miss Maggie going to go out to her right. Let's take our youth drivers out. The Pee Wee division with a nice round of applause. Miss Maggie Holler. Memphis making his way out next. Casey making her way out. Miss Raina Yoder. And Miss Alora Stahlheim making her way out. All right, 2 more sections, one of the cutest classes of the day. Also, we will have, coming up, we don't want to miss it, our final class of the night will be our gelding 4-horse hitch. That is a large class, the gelding 4s. Tomorrow morning, once again, bright and early, 8 a.m., we start with our youth decorating, our showmanship, our judging, and our cart classes for the youth. Heat number 3, ready to make their way in. Miss Briar Sparrow leading us off in this division. Anika Troyer making her way in. Ireland making her way in. Asher Strain making his way in. Oakley Larson now in the arena. I believe we have one more in this division, one more. Tatum making her way in, a little sister rivalry going on in this division. On the rail at the trot, please. Breyer will be starting our reverse in the corner, please. Down to the walk, please. Drivers, walk your horses, walk. And trot on, please, back into the trot. All at the trot. Breyer is going to start our lineup when she gets down to Merv's direction. And let's give a nice round of applause to all of our contestants in our third heat of our Pee Wee Cart class. We would like to give an anniversary shout out. Our visiting queen, Mackenzie Strand, her parents are back home in Texas watching our live stream, and they are celebrating their anniversary while she is here. So On behalf of our World Percheron Congress, thank you for letting your daughter be our queen. She's a great queen. So Ash and Brenda Strand, happy 19th anniversary. We are now welcoming our entries in this class. We have Bryn doing the driving. Bryn Sparrow. We have entry 194. Anika Troyer will be next for our judges. Bryn backing. Anika next for the review. Miss Ireland Lobenstein will be next. Ireland was selected as one of our Percheron Princes of our show, so she will be next. Miss Ireland will be next. Mr. Asher Strain will be next. Now we're coming to that sister rivalry. Twin sisters in the arena. Miss Oakley is first, entry 190. Oakley is 6 years old. And 6-year-old Tatum Larson will be our final entry in this division. Nice round of applause for all of our entries in this division. We're going to open the gates, and starting with Tatum, we'll send you out to your right, please. Tatum will be going out to your right. Tatum making her way out, followed by Oakley. Mr. Asher making his way out of the arena. Ireland, our Pertron Princess, making her way out. Annika Troyer making her way out. And Miss Bryn Sparrow. One more heat will be making their way in, one more division. Our fourth and final division making their way in. $185 making their way in, Keeson Woodbury. Miss Sage making her way in with Grandpa Dean next. Kyler making his way in next. Kyler here. Rogan Norton, Rogan making their way in. Blakely coming in next. And Wyatt. On the rail at the trot. This is your class on the rail at the trot, please. Keeson is going to be starting our reverse in the corner. Keeson going to be leading our reverse. We're going to come down to the walk, please. Down to the walk. And now moving back at the trot, please. All moving at the trot. We are going to start lining up. When you make your way around, Keeson will start our lineup, and we're going to go all the way down to the far end. We do need to pull in as closely but as safely as possible, drivers. We're going to welcome back 22 entries, 22 kart entries. A nice round of applause for our final division of our Pee Wee Kart. First in our lineup for our judges' review, we have Mr. Keeson Woodbury. Keeson is 6 years old. A little cousin rivalry. His opponent next to him is Sage Glennie, his cousin, and Sage is 6 years old as well. Mr. Kyler Hostetler next. He is 7 years old. Mr. Rogan Norton will be next. Rogan is just 5 years old. Blakely Hansberger will be next. Blakely is 8 years old. And our final entry will be entry of Mr. Wyatt Link. Wyatt is 6 years old. All right, we're going to open the gates and we're going to bring back those remaining entries. We'll be bringing back in our first 3 division. Our Pee Wee Kart class sponsored by Zane and Diane Pickering, the Pickering Family Farms. They are proud to sponsor our Pee Wee class here at the World Percheron Congress. There's nothing better than watching the next generation step into the ring and carry on the traditions, the work ethic, and the horsemanship passed on down and through the generations. Coming all the way down here to the end and lining up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of your class sponsor, Zane and Diane Pickering, welcome in your Pee Wee Kart class. The future of our draft horse industry is bright. Exhibitors from 3 to 9 years of age in our Pee Wee Kart class, they have waited all day for this class. We're going to bring our Queen Party in. And we have our placings in this class. We are going to place it from first through all the way down. And ladies and gentlemen, your first place is every single one of them. Give them all a nice round of applause. They are all going home with a commemorative gold coin. The gold coin is extremely large. On one side, it depicts our World Percheron Congress. On the back side, It honors the 150th year of the Percheron Horse Association of America. It is in a plastic case. It is a treasure that they will keep for many, many years. So we're going to call them out. I'm going to start down at the end, and hopefully I have them in as close of order as I can get. We're going to call out and recognize each and every one of these. Down on the far end, we're going to start with number 462. That is Mr. Keeson Woodbury. Keeson is 6 years old. Next, we have Sage Glennie. Sage is joining us. She is 6 years old as well. Number 442 is Kyler Hostetler. He is 7 years old. Number 361, we have Rogan down there. Rogan is 5 years old. We have number 408, Blakely. Blakely Hansberger is 8 years old. Number 203 is Mr. Wyatt Link. He is 6 years old. And I know we filled in with some of our numbers down there, so we're going to continue to recognize number 178. That is Alora Stahlheim. She is 8 years old. We're going to make that turn down there. Number 193 is next. That is William Pittman. Congratulations to William. Number 200, Miss Oakley Wilson, 8 years old from Canada. Number 201 is Raina Yoder, our youngest driver, 3 years old. What a bright future. Number 179 is next. That is Benjamin Pittman. He is just 5 years old. Number 181 coming out next is Brooklyn Barsh. Brooklyn is 7 years old. Number 198 is next, Maggie Holler. Maggie, 9 years old. $199 is next. That is her brother Memphis Holler. He is 7 years old. $191 Oakley Hennard. Oakley is 6 years old, joining us from Iowa. Number 184 Casey Scott Sparrow. Casey is 7 years old, joining us from Missouri. Number 190 is Oakley Larson. Oakley Larson is 6 years old. 195 Asher Strain. Asher joining us from Canada. 192 is Tatum Larson. Tatum is 6 years old. Number 194, Miss Annika Troyer. Number 183, making her way out. That is Ireland Lubenstein. And number 182, making her way out, is Briar Sparrow. Ladies and gentlemen, what a fun class. Thank you to our sponsor, the entry of the Pickerings. All of our contestants making their way around. Our queens, we have Sophia, Jada Lynn, Mackenzie, and Bethany presenting these beautiful custom-made double-sided gold coins to each of our winners. Future truly does look bright for our Percheron horses. Does it make you feel old when you remember these riders as junior drivers? Our final entries making their way around with our queens. What a class to feature at our World Portrait Congress. Thank you to the Pickering family for sponsoring that.